What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Game Over Gurkha Man. I'm of course Gurkha Man. This is Dark Souls. Today is going to be a bit of a runaround episode. We're going to be running around and doing a couple of little weird little things. But first of all, I'm going to come up here to where this hole is up here because there's a little item in here, a little chest of poo. Little chest of poo. Today's not going to be an action-packed episode because we're going to be doing some dragon scale. We picked up some things in the last episode I didn't get to read because it wasn't safe. So we're going to read those first of all. We picked up, we picked up the Dong Pai, an atrocious fecal waste material. Throw at an enemy to build up toxins, but also builds up your toxicity. Although the stench makes it difficult to carry on one's person, turning an enemy toxic inflicts high damage over a period of time. So yeah, basically just use that to poison guys. It actually has an additional use because you can use it against when you can make yourself poison with that particular form of toxic, and it doesn't hurt you as much as the toxic that the enemies inflict on you. So you can actually inflict it on yourself, and then their attacks basically do nothing to you. We just picked up the dragon scale. Dragon scale for reinforcing dragon weapons peeled from an ancient dragon. A dragon is inseparable from its scales, and the transcendent apostles who seek the perpetuity of the ancient dragons have crossed the very end of the earth to seek this invaluable treasure. We also, actually a couple episodes picked up the demon Titanite. Special Titanite stolen from a faceless stone beast known as the Titanite demon. When the nameless blacksmith deity passed, from several slabs great beasts arose. The power of Titanite remains within them, and they still roam Lordran today. So that's where we got that cool weapon drop that I've been using. Blue Titanite Chunk. Titanite Chunk for weapon reinforcement. Blue Titanite is a powerful magic energy. Reinforces magic weapons to +9 and enchanted weapons to +4. With the discovery of chunks in Lordran, the race to locate the legendary slabs has begun. But could they be mere myth? So there is blue Titanite slabs, I believe. And then green Titanite shards, same sort of deal, but for enchanted and divine and fire. And then Titanite chunks and large Titanite shards. These are for the more standard weapon progressions, and we'll be using those soon enough. Now, where are those stairs that get out of here? Well, we also picked up some... whatchamacallit? Some weapon. We got some falchion. Small curved sword. Each hit inflicts a little damage, but fluid chain attacks are deadly. The falchion's sharp slashing attacks are not effective against cloth and flesh, but not against metal armor or tough scale. Sorry, so that's good against fleshy enemies, and that's about it. We also picked up the Wanderer Hood. Hood of an aimless traveler made from sturdy leather. It offers protection versus wind and rain. So I don't think its stats are actually particularly great. No. Offers very little in the way of anything. Coat of a nameless traveler made from sturdy leather. Battle comes with a territory when one wanders the land, and this coat provides a certain degree of protection. Wanderer machete. Manchet. And boots, yeah. Anyway. In terms of weight, I don't know how they compare to... It's a little bit lighter. It's a neat looking coat, actually. I quite like the look of this outfit. Stats-wise, I don't think it's particularly... Oh, it's actually a little bit better. Well, I better have a look at the rest of it. I wasn't expecting it to be better than the black leather, but it, okay, so the gloves are a little heavier. What about the boots? The boots are much lighter and also better. Well, we got ourselves a sick new look. Let's get out somewhere where we can actually see it. Fashion Souls in action. I do love the black leather gloves, so I'm going to keep those on. And I do love this helm, so I'm going to keep it on. But anyway, let's get out of here. So today we're going to be leaving this little area down here. Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to unequip all of these. And I'm going to be equipping the... We've got some healing items here. Reduces bleed, reduces poison, cures poison, reduces poison and toxic, restores status. I need to keep at least one of these blooming purple moss clumps because we're going to be trading one of each of these types of moss for. Well, I haven't really talked about how the trading works. If you've watched my Demon Souls playthrough, you might remember there was a Snuggly the Crow. Each crow has a different name, I think, but I'm not entirely certain. There are other items around here. Once again, we will be coming back here at a later date to finish clearing this place out. Actually, next episode we'll be coming in here and exploring it better because we'll have that ring. But until then, we're going to be leaving using the shortcut here. Which is actually, this is actually, the way I'm leaving now is the way I usually enter this area. Also, you can't see it from here. I think you need to come up here. But this walking wheel is being powered by a dog. There's like a single dog. Oh shit, no! Oh fuck, I hate it when that happens. Alright, let's try this elevator again. I've had that happen before. If you don't roll, you tend to fall. It's annoying. It's one of those weird just physics issues with the game. I don't know. I possibly might have preferred a decent ladder, but oh, what can you do? There we go. This wheel is being powered by... You can't really see it from up here. There's other positions in this area you can see it. It's actually got one of those like fire-breathing dogs in there walking. Doesn't make sense, but I think that's just like a joke on behalf of the developer. I'm sure they just put it in there with no like mechanical way of working, and someone as a joke put in the dog, and then someone probably thought it was funny, and they kept it. That's how I imagine it happened. Despite how grim these games are, From Software definitely have a sense of humor, and you know, that's how they carry it, through little funny little things like that. Oh shit. Where is this? Oh, fucking toxic cunt. Alright, I need to take care of that guy before I go up there, because he's going to shoot me in the back repeatedly, and that's going to be a bad time. So I'd like to avoid getting toxic if I can. Toxic basically works like poison, except it does like triple the fucking damage. It is nasty as shit. But there's some other little items we're picking up today. Today's basically going to be a running around picking things up episode. Really, not a lot of focus on combat or anything like that. Purely, are you the one who was shooting me down there? I bet you are. Oh fuck, toxic. Okay, can I use just a regular purple moss clump? No. Alright. I have to use a blooming... Fucking... Piss! Piss! Fucking toxic. Okay, I can't use that last one. I need to save it. Basically, I was talking about Snuggly the Crow. Snuggly the Crow... Is this going to be enough to do it? Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Please let this be enough to poison me. It's not. Ah, it was so close too. I need to... Right, I just gotta be careful with the shield. That's what I need to do. Snuggly the Crow, you can trade, for each one of those that you trade her, the different mosses, she will give you... Fuck, these guys are just non-stop. There's also fire-breathing dogs down there, which are pretty nasty. Snuggly the Crow, for each of the mosses you trade her, she will give you... Let's go wait for this toxic to reduce, which isn't much fun, but you do what you can, I guess. She will give you a Twinkling Titanite shard. So we can get pretty close already to... I should at least be able to get the... Should at least be able to get my... this thing up another level. At least one more level. Just come around here, man. Just come around here. Alright, that's you dead. How do I get to that guy? Or can I not get to that guy? I don't think I can get to that guy. Oh, but... How the fuck do I get to him? I really don't want to get toxic, man. Now, the reason I want to explore this area, and I'm so determined to do it, is because there is an item in here. It is a Firekeeper Soul, which you may remember I've picked one up previously. It allows you to increase the amount of healing that each Estus charge does. Yeah, I can't get to him from here. Fucking balls. Wait, did someone just get me from behind? Alright, well, since I'm going to die down here, now that I've got this on me, I'm going to heal quickly. Yes, good, good. It's going to be hard to survive this. Get that Firekeeper Soul. Good. That's what I wanted to come in here for. That was it, really. You can also come down here and... I don't think these dogs have anything. Anything of note. No, they're just here. If I can keep these souls and humanity, that'd be great. But I've got to get my body somewhere where I can reach it easily. No. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, now we can focus on getting out of here. Oh look, that mosquito's come through the floor to visit me. Is that nice of him? Actually, that route was down there, wasn't it? That was going to take me to somewhere as well. Now I killed that toxic guy, I can see where that was going to go. Part of me really wants to go back because I got like 2 humanity over there and like 9,000 souls. Which, I don't know, at this point of the game, 9,000 souls isn't really that many, but it's enough for me to want to be like, well, I was going to use that actually to help upgrade my weapons, so maybe I should try to get those souls back. What is over here? Oh, man. Oh, no! Alright, those souls are gone for good now. I'm really stubborn and I want to find out what was over here now, because I don't remember, and I don't know if it's something, maybe it's a weapon, maybe it's an item, maybe it's a spell, maybe, I don't know what it is, but I want to know what's over here. Why did they make it so difficult to get to? Oh, what? I can walk on this? I had no idea. What the fuck? Oh, god damn it! Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just get out of this place. I've already been recording for 15 minutes. My battery on my laptop's getting low. Let's do what I set out to do. Well, fuck these guys off. We won't worry about exploring down there right now. We can always come back to that later on. I need to start a document of like things that I've left behind or things that I haven't done, so that I can like come back and do those later, at a later date. That's probably a good idea. Things like mini bosses, optional areas, things like that. Things to show off. Anyway, let's just keep making our way up here. Hopefully I can get enough, because I really wanted those souls for my upgrades. To pay for the upgrades I'll be doing. But, oh well. What can you do? Alright, that's you down. Let's keep coming along. Thankfully there's nothing particularly too crazy on the way back to Filing Shrine. It's pretty easy, actually. In fact, we're almost already there now. Which you can see, like when you don't go off the beaten path like I was, you can see how much simpler it is. What's in here? Key to New Londo Ruins. Wow! So basically, that's basically, the New Londo Ruins is something I get access to because of the Master Key, but normally you would have to come through this way to get access to it. To get back to Filing Shrine this way. These guys are super easy to backstab. Now they've got the timing down again. Whoops, no I don't. Oh, I could just wail on him, I guess that works too. Oh yeah, now he's got Dung Pies. If only I had enough Dung Pies to... I could have dealt with that toxicity then and back then and everything would have been great. Surely I only aggroed one of them. I really hope I only aggroed one of them. Okay, come here. You're doing your big leap attack? Good boy. How do you like that? Fucking big hoop up the anus. Whoop! No you don't. Backstab. I think these are the easiest enemies to backstab in the game. Once I worked that out on my first playthrough, it was a good place for farming actually. Came here and farmed a lot of shit. Alright, you get 500 for each of them too, that's not too bad. Can't really farm souls here though, because getting to them is a bit of a pain in the ass. Anyway, if you just run up here, you will find yourself in a new area we haven't been to before. It's a cute little area over here called the Valley of Drakes. Neat little area on the outside of there. Now, some of you may know that there is a character over there or an enemy we can fight. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm trying to make my way. I got a list of things I got to do, man. Got a whole list of things I got to do. Open this door. So yeah, with the master key you can open that straight away. And so you can basically come straight to Blighttown if you so please. But with me, because I came this way... Actually, you know what? While we're here, one of the other things I want to do, this is an area called New Londo Ruins, which we've just gotten access to. Out of my way. Stop. There is an... Basically, this area is full of ghosts. And a lot of people die here on their first playthrough because they don't realize that you can't kill ghosts with regular weapons. It can't be done. You need to use what's called a transient curse to get yourself, like, basically immunity to the ghosts. And I'm going to use one right now so that I can hurt the ghosts, because you can't hurt them without it. Because there is actually another Firekeeper soul just in here. And I thought, seeing as this is on the way back to Firelink Shrine, I might as well come here and do that. So we're just going to run down here. We're not only going to be here for a moment, we're not exploring this area, we're literally just coming in here to get the... Literally just coming here to get the Firekeeper soul, which you can actually see over there. It's a good idea while you're exploring this area to keep your eye on the floor, because if you walk off the edge, you can see there that is just a sheer drop into water and you will die. And the reason I use the Firekeeper soul here is because I really hope I don't die here. That would be incredibly bad, because I'd have to backtrack all the way to I'd have to go, it'd take me all the way back to fucking Blighttown, which obviously don't want. But there we go. Just got ourselves some Firekeeper soul. So now we have 2 of them, which means we can upgrade our Estus Flask twice and get it to +3. Which means it will heal us a lot more when we use it. Hopefully using that Transient Curse doesn't bite me in the ass, because once that runs out, I have one. I think I can buy them actually. Maybe it won't be so bad. I might buy a couple before we come here. We won't be coming here again until much later in the game. Much later in the game, but that was a little preview of the area. It's a pretty interesting area. It can be a little annoying with all the ghosts, but it's pretty fun to explore. Once again, though, it's another area with the frame rate issues, which make it a little less fun than it perhaps could be. But yeah, Yolando's alright. There's also a blacksmith hidden away in this area, but we don't really need to speak to them right now. We'll see them when we come back here proper later on. Oh, that reminds me. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. And we also picked up the S-Dock, if we have a look at that. I don't know why I was going through that. The largest of the thrusting swords can pierce an armor knight in one thrust. I don't really care much for the S-Dock. Oh, we also picked up the Transient Curse. I didn't read that. Limb of a victim of a curse. Temporary curse allows engagement with ghosts. The only way to fight back against ghosts who are cursed beings is to become cursed oneself. The safest method, however dreadful, is to cut an arm off the arm of the dead. So what you can do, if you want to deal with the ghosts, is basically, if you get cursed, if you get yourself cursed, which you don't want to be because being cursed is terrible, but it's a good way to kill ghosts, as it says. Although I don't know if it's worth it, since your health also gets greatly reduced. Yeah, if you're cursed, you can fight the ghosts, or if you use a Transient Curse, which is basically the limb of a dead cursed person, you can also kill ghosts with that while it's active. While it lasts, at least. You're basically just carrying around the hand of a dead person, and that gives you the ability to get you close enough to being cursed to kill them. Hey, what's this music? Where are we? This music sounds familiar. Oh, we're back at Firelink Shrine? What? But how did we get here? Oh. Oh, shit. Dingy hood, dingy robe, dingy gloves, blood-stained skirt. Black eye orb. Dead. Where did my Firekeeper go? Where is my Firekeeper? The answer, my friend.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
You're a cunt. What happened to my Firekeeper?
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
Yeah, I don't know about you, man.
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it.
Sounds like a threat. So, the bonfire is now out. I can't... Firekeeper is absent, cannot light bonfire. Where is my firekeeper gone. That is unfortunate and kind of frustrating, isn't it? Well, we'll have to sort that out another time. There's not a lot I can do about it right now, and there won't be anything I can do about it for quite a while. That's okay though, we can still... Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly, so I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure. Oh,
Alright, it says the same thing. What? Alright, whatever.
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good.
Interesting. Who are these guys?
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
Who are you, lady? What's your deal?
Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not.
I don't know if that was an insult or not.
Did I not explain?
Alright, she doesn't have anything more to say yet.
Oh, you again. What business have you? I don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. And Nico, too. I can't very well abandon them now.
Alright.
Oh, it's you. We're to leave momentarily. The catacombs aren't exactly my idea of a good time, but what can one do? I do hope we meet again, rarely or not.
You got anything else to say, or is that it?
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, that's it.
Rarely.
Alright, so what these guys are doing is actually they're going to down into the catacombs so that they can basically harvest the undead there and use their bones for bonfires. Which is kind of interesting. Now, next up, we're going to be jumping off here, like we just did, and we're going to be coming over here. I really like this get-up, this wandering hood with the elite mask. This is Fashion Souls. This is a sick outfit. Oh good, I didn't fuck that up. I do that sometimes. Alright, we're going to be coming up here like so, then coming around the back here, like this. Now you would think that you'd walk around that... Oh wait, no you don't. If you walk on the inside there, it's very easy to fall off. We're going to be walking around here and curl up like a ball. That's a very odd instruction, but before we do that, you can down there see a big tree with some branches, and those might look familiar because down there, where those little bridges are, that's actually where we were. That is Blighttown down there. Interestingly enough, and on the other side of that fence there, of that wall there, is the Undead Burg. So you can kind of see how that's all linked together. So we were down in here. Very, very cool. Very cool. Now let's just wait here a little while and see what happens, shall we? Just a little while. Any minute now. And welcome back to the Northern Undead Asylum. We haven't been here in a little while, have we? Now, over here... I don't access them from here. Alright, come here. These guys, as I've said, I hate these dudes with the torches. Thankfully, this weapon allows me to get them before they get anywhere near me. I've probably died more to these enemies than I have anyone else in the entire fucking hell! Oh no, and I couldn't save at the bonfire because my firekeeper was gone. Oh no! I'm all the way back here. Fuck. Fuck! Alright, we're back here again. This time, obviously I still didn't get to stop at the bonfire. I could have, I guess the closest bonfire probably would have been the blacksmith's bonfire at the Undead Parish. But I mean, I just timed how long it took me to run back here from the, from where I was. And believe it or not, it actually only took me about 2.5 minutes, which, if I was to die multiple times, that would be a big deal. But I only died, like, once coming here, so that's not that big of a deal. Now, as I said earlier, there was a crow we wanted to see.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Okay, so this is Snuggly the Crow, and we're going to give her a few items. This is a weird system, so you have to drop... I only want to drop one. And then when you drop, you actually have to quit and then reload the game. And when you do that, when you come back, there will be a new item there waiting for you to pick it up. And basically, each of those 3 moss, you trade one, and in return you will get a basically a Twinkling Titanite, which is what I want, so I can upgrade my magical rod here a little bit, because Twinkling Titanite is pretty hard to come by. So for this one, obviously you'll have to see this whole sequence. On the PC version, this is much faster. It's nowhere near as big a deal, but playing it on console, it's a bit longer. You saw I've been playing for 7 hours there. Normally I can get up to this part in about 3, but because I've been doing the farming for funky items. What did you drop? What'd you give me? Twinkling Titanite. Alright, so I'm going to do this for all 3 of the mosses, and then we're going to travel inside the Asylum there. We also picked up, actually before I do that, we picked up a black eye orb where we found where the firekeeper was originally. Mystical orb found on a keeper's corpse. Invade the world of the murderer of a firekeeper. Defeat the perpetrator and reclaim the soul of the firekeeper. The black eye keeps constant watch on the city of the gods, Analondo. That's your clue. Whoever killed the firekeeper is in Analondo. Now the question is, who is it and have we met them before? I know the answer to that, but do you? Some of you will. Alright, Twinkling Titanite number 2, and finally, let's drop off the, where is it? Drop off the last one, which is the Blooming Purple Moss Clump, which is why I didn't use that last of it, even though it would have saved my ass. I need these Twinkling Titanite! Alright. Last one. And that one gives me 2, which is awesome! Now, that system is pretty dumb. And I can understand what they were doing there. I think the original idea was that you were supposed to, like, you drop an item there, and then you would leave, and you'd come back later, and there'd be something there. And then people started exploiting it, just doing what I did there, and just quitting and reloading, because it did the same effect. And I think because of that, in Dark Souls 2, they set it up so all it really did was, all you really had to do was just drop your item there, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go, everything's fine. Now, this area has some tough-ass enemies in it, which I don't think I have to fight these guys yet, but we're here to collect a certain item. But before I do that, I want to at least see how much damage I do against these guys. 100, that's it. That's not a lot. These guys dish out the pain like motherfuckers. Normally you would come here a little bit later in the game. And as you can see, like, you can't really get a backstab on this guy because you're fighting him in this really narrow, you know, hallway, which makes it infinitely harder. He does drop red Titanite chunks, which are nice. But we're not doing too bad. I think we'd be doing a lot worse against him if I was using my, whoops. Oh, shit, that's bad. Oh, for Pete's sake. He's so relentless. And there's 2 of these jerks. Come on, you only need a couple more hits to die. There's a couple of things here I want to get. First of all, there's these guys, which... purely for the souls. There's also an optional boss here, which I want to beat. Wow, I've got 2 black knight swords? Really? That's kind of uncommon. We can come back here and heal again. So earlier on we got a key from the on top of Firelink Shrine, and that allowed that's basically a key to one of the gates in this big old asylum here, and it is a key that I definitely want to be using because basically it has a ring, as I've stated, that gives you the ability to move through water like basically unhindered. And the reason I want this ring so bad is it was basically designed specifically to be used in the base of Blighttown, where it's all like poison swamp. But getting poisoned is bad enough, but getting poisoned while you're moving incredibly slowly is even worse. So being able to do that quicker is obviously a very good thing. Oh fuck, I forgot that ball respawned. Dang it. Well, that's not all that ball does, now that I remember it, because I think... Hello! Our friend here that saved us at the beginning of the game has, unfortunately, while being trapped in there, gone hollow. It's a bit of a shame. Originally, apparently, he was supposed to be a bit of a rival to the player character, and he was supposed to, like, race you across the game world, but, now he's just a... It's just a well, not a phantom, it's just a hollow that you kill during your trip. Nasty way to go. And you just dropped the crest shield, we'll have a look at that. Let's have a look at the crest shield. Where is it? Here it is. It's got 100% physical, which is nice. Shield of a Nameless Knight, likely high-ranked Knight of Astoria. One of the enchanted blue shields, the crest shield greatly reduces magic damage. And the thing about that is, the optional boss for this area happens to use a lot of magic attacks. And that makes this shield drop extra useful. Now, will I do well against this boss? Probably not, if I choose to fight it, which I'm going to attempt it to see how I go at least, because I'm always curious to... Sometimes I come here and I do quite well against it, and other times it's a complete fucking shit show. So we'll see how I go. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not sure if magic enemies have a weakness to magic, so I'm not sure how this weapon will actually do against it. It'll either be pretty good, or it'll be not so great. And while I could always, now that I have that Titanite, go and upgrade it, which is what I need these souls for, I'm not exactly ready to do that quite yet. But now we've done that, let's, 7,500 souls there. Let's go rest of this bonfire, and we'll equip a Ring of Sacrifice, just in case, because I don't want to lose these souls, as I said. And we'll see how we do against this boss. So let's change my equipment, equip the Ring of Sacrifice. Let's get in there. You might be like, where's the boss? You already cleared this place out. And the answer is yes, I did. And the boss is right here. There he is, the Stray Demon. Now, as I... Oh, really? That's it? Oh no, that's not good. He does magic attacks like that, which, you know, that's why having that shield drop is so... Ow! Oh my god. Alright, well. That answers that question. I'm not ready to take him on yet, no. So, let's go back to, in that case, let's just make our way back to, Andre, and we'll call it an episode there after upgrading my weapons, since I still have my souls that I collected. Alright, let's go back. Firelink Shrine. Alright, now we're back here again. We can just take a leisurely little stroll. Ow. Leisurely little stroll, get back to that elevator, and then we'll go see Andre. So he can, Oh look, they've left. They've gone.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? Milady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you sound convincing.
Your Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so.
Yeah, I'm not buying it, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometime.
No, I don't want to buy any miracles. Miracles, you keep your dirty miracles, you dirty, dirty guy. I know what he did. It'll be a while before you guys find out what he did. Alright, let's go back to Andre. Get this shit upgraded. And then next episode we're going to make our way back down to the bottom of Blighttown and we're going to explore that a bit. It's funny, because once this weapon's been upgraded a bit, I could probably actually take on the stray demon without too much trouble. Because I do want to fight the demon before I get onto the next big area. But, after Blighttown. But, anyway, that's neither here nor there for now. Let's just focus on getting this weapons upgraded. Leveling is important, but not as important as upgrading your weapons, in my opinion. Keeping your weapons and armor upgraded is much, much, much more important, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I forgot that one gives me 10 too. The reason I kindled that bonfire is because Sense Fortress down over there can be a bit of a tough cookie of a place. So having all that extra stuff there's a good idea.
Why, that's a fine ember you have there. I could smith some mighty weapons with one of those. Why not lend it to me?
Yes, I will give you the large ember.
Magnificent! You won't be disappointed. I can hardly wait to get started.
Alright, so now that we've done that, we can modify my Boulder Sword to a Boulder Side Sword +6, which we're going to do. And we're going to reinforce, first of all, my Titanite Catch Pole. I can reinforce it all the way up to +4, so I'm still at 175 now, but I need 4 Twinkling Titanite in order to get the last one. Thankfully, there is a vendor, which we'll be seeing in, well, probably like 3 or 4 episodes, which will, or maybe 5 episodes, we'll see, who will allow us to do that, but... And I can only upgrade the Biter Soul to +7, but that's still not too bad. We can also repair our equipment. Or repair... Oops, no. Repair... What, I can't repair my, Why can't I repair my, weapons? Oh, because I just upgraded them. I might as well repair all this stuff while I'm here. And I'll repair my... Yeah, why not? Doesn't cost much. Alright! Thanks, Andre. Good advice. I'll take it. Oh man, this thing's gonna be even more devastating now. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. Last of all, we're going to have a look at this ring we picked up, and we're going to call that an episode. Sorry for if it's a long one. I've been recording for 52 minutes. I don't know how long it'll be once I cut all that death stuff out. We'll see. But rusted iron ring. This iron ring was used to shackle the guilty. It is terribly rusted and faintly stained with blood. Those who find this strange ring in their liking will be pleased to find it easier to gain footing on poor ground such as swamps. And I just realized too, we also picked up the Fair Maiden's outfit, the dingy hood, worn by Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine. It is thought to have once been the white hood of a maiden, but smoke and ashes from bonfires have darkened it over the years. I don't think there's any extra information on any of these. Aha, this is the interesting part with the bloodstained skirt. It is thought to have once been the white skirt of a maiden, but its Trojan is lost in patches of blood. Perhaps its former wearer was maimed to prevent escape. That is an interesting little detail there. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Once again, I hope you're enjoying the series. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you'll join me next time. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, and as always, have a good one.